and estate agents.
Start off your Saturday morning by listening to Colin Torley.
Mess around. Everybody do the mess around.
On Radio Saltire, 106.7 and 107.2 FM.
Yeah, good morning everyone, and welcome back to the third and final hour of the Saturday morning show here on Radio Saltire, and a little bit different this hour, where I have my guest with me today, the absolutely fantastic singer-songwriter. I've got to say that because you're sitting next to me, obviously, but you are. You're not a Morris guy, are you? You know, you are a good singer-songwriter.
Well, thank you very much.
I think he was thinking
Has
about
been called
something,
lots of things in press and pans and Trinent, but no, very rarely a fantastic singer-songwriter.
Yeah, I think I need most of them as well. But we've got Arthur Wilson here. Arthur Wilson is a singer-songwriter from East Lothian, Preston Pans, and he's here because he's released a new 4-track EP with the band The Scattered Notes, and we're going to do all 4 of the tracks, and we're going to talk about the tracks as well. Well, you're going to talk about the 4
yes,
tracks.
I can talk.
And we're going and that's going to be the difficulty. So we're going to keep going for a while, and but I'm going to take you back a little bit because you're known as a solo singer-songwriter, although you've played in bands throughout your whole life.
Yeah, I've played... I played at 1,000 weddings probably, and around about the Lothians, Central Scotland, and also I've played in 1,000 pubs. Yeah. So pretty busy, still pretty busy, gigging around, gigging about.
Yeah, you're still doing it.
Playing all next weekend. Yes, I love it. It's great.
And we're going to talk about where you're playing tonight, because that's a bit of a secret, you said.
Yeah, it's a secret tonight. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll come to that later on. Yeah. But I'll tell you what. Let's get started with the music. You've got what do we call it? Do we call it a band? Do we call it a project? It's you, but it's different because some of the songs, the 4-track EP, all the songs are written by you and
Bob Shields.
And you've done work with Bob before, obviously.
I have, yeah. So. As you know, Colin, I've been writing songs for years, and we've sat together and you've sung, some of my songs in the house and things like that.
Not as well as you, Arthur, obviously.
But, I've always written songs, and I did some solo albums, and I wrote, I've been writing songs every week. I wanted to get a song written every week, and then 2 or 3 of the songs I said, well, this needs a female vocal. Yeah. And my sister normally sings, but she was not available. So I got Caitlin McGilvery. Yeah.
What a voice, by the way.
Oh, thank you. She's excellent. So I got Caitlin to sing, and then she sung 2 or 3 songs, and we called the band The Scattered Notes, and we've just taken it from there. So I think probably we've got about, combining myself and with The Scattered Notes, it's probably about over 50 songs that we've got on Spotify and Apple Music, on 3 or 4 albums, 3 or 4 EPs, etc.
Because you were in here in April, and we played some of the tracks, because you did an album back a couple of years ago with The Scattered Notes.
I did an album with The Scattered Notes, and then I've had a couple of EPs since then as well. So I'm finding that rather than an album, people want stuff out more quickly. So I think, and also it's not a physical thing. You don't have to wait and get it pressed and send it out to people. You've got to get stuff out faster, rather than wait till you get an LP done. So release stuff as EPs and singles.
But you do have it as a CD as well,
I've got it as a physical CD.
Yeah.
You can stream it on all the usual platforms by searching for The Scattered Notes or Arthur Wilson and The Scattered Notes. I've also got promotional CD copies, and if anybody wants a copy, then just drop me a line and I'll put it in the post for you, or drop a line to Colin.
So where will they get you?
Through Facebook or through...
Basically through social media.
Through social media, yeah. Just type Arthur Wilson on social media.
Yeah. There is only one Arthur Wilson.
Well, there's a guy out of Dad's Army, Sergeant Wilson, but he's not writing songs anymore. No,
he's given up. And right, so tell us a little bit about who's in Scattered Notes, or The Scattered Notes, and tell us who's there and who's all played on the EP, so we know.
Well, the songs are written by Bob Shields and myself.
Yep.
We go every morning. I go up to Bob's for coffee. We'll have some ideas. We sit down. I've maybe got something started, maybe not quite finished. Sometimes I have it finished. He'll add a couple of things, or he'll have something done. We get a song. So Bob and myself are the main songwriters, and we've got Caitlin McGilvery, who sings lead vocals, and she has got the Manfield School of Music in Musselburgh. She's a singing teacher. And we have Ross Dryborough, who is from Cockenzie, he's a great guitarist who plays some great guitar. We've got Duncan Smith, another panner, on drums, percussion. And we've got on bass, we've got Stuart Wilson, my wee laddie. And also, of course, we've got Colin, the other Colin Finlay, who does the recording for us at the Lane Studio in Preston Pans. And that's basically the setup.
Yeah, and most of the stuff that you've recorded as either as solo or with the band has been through the Lane Studios, hasn't it?
It's all been done through the Lane Studios.
Yeah, with Colin. Right, what we're going to do is, I say, there's 4 tracks on the EP. On 2 of the tracks, you sing the vocals.
Yes.
On another 2 tracks, we have Caitlin doing the vocals as well. So we're going to start off. The EP is called Barcelona Blues.
Yeah.
So we're going to do the title track from the EP, which strangely enough is called Barcelona Blues, with Caitlin as lead vocals.
Her lips were as red as a matador's pass. Her eyes couldn't hear your excuse. Her gift was forever, that wouldn't last, and all she left was the blues. These Barcelona blues. Her song was a warning of Rose's regret, her denial all over the news. Her walk flowed like silver castanets, echoing into the blues. These Barcelona blues, as beautiful as turquoise in a circle of sand, a necklace of nevermore with dagger in hand, raven dark with light to lose, floating free as a feather into the blues. These Barcelona blues. Her saddle was leather of Toreador, her lance as sharp as a muse. Her golden tongue was all that she wore, and blood was pounding the blues. These Barcelona blues, as beautiful as turquoise in a circle of sand, a necklace of nevermore with dagger in hand, raven dark with light to lose, floating free as a feather into the blues. These Barcelona blues.
Ah, there you go. How good is that? Nice and relaxing, that, I kind of thought, like, but very good.
Thank you very much. I was wanting a wee sort of cocktail and I was away in Barcelona.
Yeah, we're just relaxing by the pool there, eh?
Yeah, that's it. That's what it's like.
Yeah,
It's like a Bond movie in the 1960s style film theme music.
So that song, that was Barcelona Blues. That was Arthur Wilson and the Scattered Notes. And we're playing, that was number 1 from a 4-track EP that we're going to be playing during the show. And that one had Caitlin on vocals.
Yeah.
But the next one we're going to play, it's got you on vocals.
Yes.
So it's a little bit of a change. And it is going to be Broken by Love, which we'll come to that. But so you got together with a band. Do you tend to play much? I know you've got a couple of gigs lined up.
Yeah, we normally do the Fringe, and we're hoping to have an EP launch soon, and try and get another couple of gigs going about. Everybody's so busy doing other stuff and also doing the original stuff. I think that's how live, that is exactly the music that we play and the right instruments. It's more or less a live recording. So we can do live. And someone says to me the other day when I gave them the CD, they say, yeah, it's good. He says, but I prefer to hear you. I prefer you live. He says, you're a good live band. I think we can play live. So I hope to do more of that over the next year or so. But it's getting the venues and that for it, because you can't go to a pub or a club because everybody wants to hear Sweet Caroline and things like that.
That is the difficulty when you bring it. And we've interviewed a few people on the show, and they all say the same, is that when you try and do your own material, a lot of people aren't really interested. Yeah. But I saw you at the festival, I think it was last year or the year before.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Oh, thanks, Colin.
And then you also did one in the Goth, which I went to as well, which was good. And but you're right, a lot of people want to hear stuff that, if they're for a drink, they don't want to listen to that type of material, which is not, it's wrong, isn't it?
So it's the wrong place for it. But as you say, if you say this is going to be original material and that's going to be good songs, well, hopefully people think they're good songs, then people that like that sort of stuff will come along. Like you may have been to loads and loads of gigs, that you've never heard, you've never known the person before, but we go and we say, oh, that was good, so people like it. So it's just, you can't take what we do, my original songs, and go out on a Saturday night and sing it in the local pub and that. You could, but it probably doesn't work as well. Yeah, so we're hoping to get more live gigs going.
But as you say,
I prefer live.
Playing in the band, a lot of the guys in the band, they all do their own things as well. Stuart, your son Stuart, does a lot of things does a lot of solo stuff.
Yeah, Stuart does a lot of solo stuff.
And he plays in the band The Tones as well.
Plays in the band The Tones as well.
Well known.
Yeah, a well-known local function band and pub band.
And they've got a lot of bookings, so it's difficult. You've got Ross Dryburgh, who does a lot of work with his dad, who are brilliant actually. I love the Double D. I think they're great. Yeah. And Caitlin's obviously got her own things going on. Yeah. So you've got loads of stuff going on, and then you've got the drummer. You've got
Duncan Smith. He plays with the band called the Baffies. What they called again? The Baffies. Mitch, Fiona.
Yes,
Mitch, the Baffies. Jammies and Baffies, they're called. They're a great band.
I actually saw them. I saw them in a party last year. That's right, he does. I forgot about that.
Jammies and Baffies, they're great.
Yeah. So they're all doing their own thing. So it's difficult to get together as a band. But you do a lot of solo stuff.
Yeah.
And you are playing tonight.
I'm playing tonight.
So come on then, tell me.
It's a secret. It's a burn supper. It's a secret. It's at the lodge, the Masonic Lodge.
Is that in Preston Pans?
It's in Preston Pans. It's the Mystic Burns Club,
right?
Which is really good. So I'm looking forward to that.
And is that actually burn songs that you're playing?
Burn songs that's saying.
Right.
I can do a whole folk set. I'm playing next Friday as well at the Labour Party.
Yeah.
Burn supper.
Yeah.
And I played last year. I do half an hour of Burns, which is a bit heavy for people.
Yeah.
Last year it was Angela Rayner was there. She was the guest, so she didn't understand a word of it, but she said she really enjoyed it.
But the big main guest this year is who?
The big main guest, Harry Kearney, this year. Yeah. So I don't know who the guest is, but I assume there'll be someone famous.
It'll be Harry Kearney. Yeah, he's more famous in the Pans than anybody else. But you've got a few. I think you said you've got 4 burn suppers coming up in the next few days.
And then I'm at the Goth, the Preston Pans Goth, doing my solo set.
Yeah.
Which is a week on Sunday,
which is always great. I mean, I popped down one Sunday, you've got you can scan the bit. You give it the leaflets, you can scan it. And how many songs is there? Because I got a wee bit.
There's between 300 and 400 songs.
Because I think I said about 6,000 or something.
6,000, yeah.
But you can scan that, send it to you, and you'll play that song.
Yeah.
So which is brilliant.
I've got a wee app that you just scan the code, or you type in the name of the song, or you browse for your favourite artist, or you pick a theme and it'll give you songs. You just click on it, give your name. You don't have to give your name, and I'll sing it for you. Yeah,
and you can do it there and then as you're playing live, instead of somebody coming up and as you're halfway through a song saying, "Can you play?
Can you play Shang-a-Lang?"
Yeah. They can send it to you on the app. Yeah. You finish the song, you can see it, and you can play it.
Yeah. So I've been doing that for about I've had that app for about the past couple of years.
Yeah.
My friend Eddie came in and said, I've handed out the songbooks, but people were stealing the songbooks and ripping them up, and I was having to take songs out of the songbook and add new songs. So he says, you need an app for that. So I sat down and sort of built this little thing.
Very good. No, and it definitely works. It definitely works.
It's great. Makes it easier for me.
Yeah. Okay, so it's 18 minutes past 10. What we're going to do now, we're going to go into the ads and sponsors, and then we're going to come up with the next track from the EP called Broken by Love.
106.7 and 107.2. Music for East Lothian. We are Radio Saltire.
Ollie.
Yeah, good morning everyone, and welcome to the Saturday morning show here on Radio Saltire. And I'm here with my guest, Arthur Wilson.
Good morning.
And
yes.
What we're doing is he's released a new CD, 4-track EP, the Scattered Notes, Barcelona Blues, and we're going to be playing the 4 tracks. So we played the first one, Barcelona Blues, which had Caitlin on the vocalist. Now this one, we've got you as the lead vocalist on this one. So what's this one about?
Well, it's like a type of Roy Orbison type song. It's like In Dreams, you know the Roy Orbison song.
Yeah.
Maybe not quite as good, right. But it's just about love, loss, joy, happiness, sadness, a bit of everything.
Oh,
I'm really pleased.
A cheery wee thing there.
Yeah, it's quite cheery actually. If you listen to it, there's a lot of words in it, but I think I'm really chuffed with the melody and with the performance of the band and the harmonies as well. So we've got Ross and Stuart and Caitlin on harmonies too. I like the layered harmonies, so that's in there as well.
Okay, here we go. This is the Scattered Notes, Broken by Love.
She spoke to me of sailing seas, to all the places we could fall, tempted by the great disease that came and kissed us all. While on the blue side of the mountain, no one survives for long. The store's a prison of deception, and all the prisoners sing the song. Broken by a flood of tears and a message from above. Broken by my pointless fears, and I was broken by love. It would always be a fragile thing, a butterfly in calloused hands, that made me want to dance and sing, a stranger to familiar land. She was something never seen, until I lost my sight, a starlet in a magazine, disappearing in the night. Broken by a casual glance, that was more than enough. Broken by the last dance, and I was broken by love. But when she pulled her blue dress on, and the mirror smiled at her, I knew that she was almost gone. Goodbye was in the air. The radio played a sad, sad song, and the moon sang harmony, as wagon wheels just rolled along towards another day. Broken by a flood of tears and a message from above. Broken by my pointless fears, and I was broken by
that is Arthur Wilson with the Scattered Notes, with their single or part of their EP called Broken by Love. And we're playing 4 of the tracks from the EP, and I do love a good ballad. That is my favourite.
Thank you. That's what I want. I want feedback because, I don't know, what people prefer. So if people can drop me a line or whatever to say, I like this song or that song, then I know that that's the type of thing that people like, and we can maybe sort of get more video content done or maybe promote a song more than others. So feedback's welcome. I want people to listen to our songs.
I'll write it down on this bit of paper and pass it to you. But
yes,
it is, I just say, but I'm a sucker for a good ballad, and that is a good ballad. I do like that as well. The 4 tracks are brilliant, but that is my particular favourite.
Thanks.
And we're going to play the other 2 in a little while as well. And so. In fact, let's go into it now, because the next track, and we've got Caitlin doing the vocals on this one.
Yes, Caitlin sings this one.
And this is Cow Cow Boogie. How did that one come about?
I went to hear the Cow Cow Boogie Band, which is our friend George Logan from Preston Pans' band.
You know what? We've had a few people in here, and George's name comes up quite frequently. I need to get George in here, because I played in a band with George as well.
Yeah.
And he's a great character and a great guy, but he's playing in about 10 bands at the moment, as you know. But his band has got Cow Cow Boogie.
He plays in the Cow Cow Boogie Band, who do, rockabilly, Americana type stuff. And I heard them, and I thought, I'm going to write a song for them. So the Cow Cow Boogie is about when the cowboys come back from being out, rustling or whatever they do, and they do dancing and singing and drinking. So this is, I wrote this song and just with me on the guitar, and gave it to George, and the band listened to it. But they've not recorded it yet, but I'm still hoping they'll record it. In the meantime, I sung it to Caitlin with just guitar, and she went away and sang it, and we just got together and played it. And there's not much in it. There's just Duncan on the brushes. Stuart, my son Stuart, I says I wanted a stand-up bass, an upright bass, an old-time bass.
Yeah.
Stuart plays, so he couldn't play that, but I got a loaney one, and of course he picked it up because he's a wee bit competitive. I don't know where he gets that from. Yeah. And Ross does a wee electric guitar, and Caitlin vocals, and I don't even play on this song at all, actually. I just wrote it. I'm not on this at all.
Anyway,
I do harmonies.
We are going to play it. This is Cow Cow Boogie. This is the Scattered Notes, and this is the 3rd track from the 4-track EP, Barcelona Blues.
She's noticing his brown eyes. He's watching as she passes by, and following her casual glance, they share a hopeful smile. Following his brown eyes, like a lover hypnotized. And when he takes her in his arms, it really drives her wild. They'll do the cow cow boogie when her man is in town. They'll do the cow cow boogie, and her world spins around. She's dancing in his brown eyes. They drink until the sunrise, and when he pulls her closer, she's never felt so alive. She's tumbling in his brown eyes, reaching for the first prize, and when he leads her footsteps, they 2-step Texas style. They'll do the cow cow boogie when her man is in town. They'll do the cow cow boogie. She's always in his brown eyes. There's nowhere else that satisfies. And when they do a slow dance, it's like they've won first prize. She's spinning in his brown eyes, nowhere to hide and no disguise. Just look at them together, break into the cow cow jive. They'll do the cow cow boogie when her man is in town. Cow
Yeah, there we go. That is called Cow Cow Boogie, and that is from Arthur Wilson and the Scattered Notes. And guess who my guest is this morning? It is, of course, Arthur himself. Well,
Thank
not
you.
Arthur himself, Arthur Wilson, obviously.
That's me, yeah.
Yeah, so we're doing, that was track 3 from your 4-track EP called Barcelona Blues. And another great track, by the way.
Oh, thank you,
And,
thanks.
Yeah, I do like that, and I'm surprised Cow Cow Boogie haven't recorded it, but I'm sure they will.
Hopefully, or I'll write them another one. So that's one of the things that, you know, I like to do as well, is like if someone says, like, you know, writing for Caitlin, or if someone came along and says, I want a song, write a song for me. You know, it's the sort of thing I would like to do. And I've done it for them, and it'd be a challenge. And I like, you know, it's what I enjoy. I enjoy the writing the songs, and enjoy the recording, and that's great.
You're just after all the royalty money, aren't you?
The royalties helps as well. You know, I get about, you know, I've had, I think so far, I've had about, you know, 50,000 plays of all our stuff, and I've managed to get about 30 quid.
Pound there.
50,000 plays gives about 30 quid. You know, you get nothing. There's no money in it, but it's good fun.
I'll give you the shilling and tanner after this, like, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah. Or in fact, you can
Am I
give me
getting
the shilling and tanner.
Am I getting paid for that?
No, and that's that's a simple answer, that one. So right, what we're going to do now? We're going to go on to the 4th track of the, dare I say, 4-track EP.
4-track EP,
and we're going to do this one. So what is Honest Town about? Can't be about the pans, that's for sure.
Well, I go up to Musselburgh to write songs with Bob
the
Shields, you
Honest
see.
Town, yeah.
So we were having a chat, and I don't know what happened, but like he said, something happened round the corner, and he says, "Well, they tell me it's an honest town, but I don't know." So that's basically.
Yeah.
And Bob had this idea about another thing as well, and it's about it's like a big soap opera. It's about we were watching the news. It's about the Mexican border. There was things at the border at the time. It's a bit like El Paso, Marty Robbins, or that type of Americana country stuff. And also, Bob says...
So how do you combine Musselburgh and Mexico then?
Well, it's
apart
like...
from the M, obviously.
It's like the border, you know, like El Paso's like Trinent, you know?
For all you Trinenters out there.
Sorry, but El Paso's a nice place, actually. And
yeah, but you're saying Trinent isn't?
No, El Paso is. That's what I'm saying. It's twinned.
Yeah,
you know,
it's twinned, right? Yeah, okay.
What's it? Anyway, so
nearly got away with that.
It's and we had this discussion about, like, Bob says, like, when you watch the old Perry Mason movies, when someone got shot, you know, I thought when I was a kid, I thought blood was black because it was black and white telly. You saw blood on, you know, so it's like his blood is turning black, sort of stuff. So it's about a gunfight, and it's like that movie. I don't know what, with Paul Newman in that at the end where they have the big gun battle.
Oh, Butch Cassidy.
Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. So it's a story. So you know, we like to write ballads, and we did it. It was a ballad. It's not slow, and I says, well, it needs more punch. So it's got that sort of punchy, great snare drum for Duncan and brilliant guitar work for Ross, and you know, a really big energy song. So I'm really pleased with the way it turned out.
And you can tell we're from a certain vintage when we start talking about watching black and white TV.
Yeah. Sorry, a lot of the audience will not understand it. You know, like my son came in and says, "Dad, see when you were young, when all the tellers were black and white." I says, I remember that.
I remember the days without mobile phones. Could you go back to that? Yeah.
Phone box at the top of the street.
Aye, definitely. Anyway, right, let's do this. We'll do the Honest Town from the Scattered Notes, and then we'll go on to the ads and sponsors. And what we're going to do, we're going to play a couple of tracks after that from some of Arthur's, I was going to say older material, but I'm not going to say older material. I'm going to say back catalogue.
Oh, thank you. That sounds great. My back catalogue. I've got a back catalogue.
So anyway, this is Honest Town from Arthur Wilson and the Scattered Notes.
They tell me this is an honest town, but I don't know. All I see are dust devils from here to Mexico. It's sun and sand and sorrow as we near the Rio Grande to join all the other dreamers in another dreamer's land. They call me thief, they call me killer, but I don't know. I was only trying to stay alive, but so it goes. And now my name is on a poster with $1,000 rewards. I'm not low on the outside of outside evermore. I shot him down, his blood is turning black. she ever was. She waits alone in the darkness of her heart. She waits alone, a woman torn apart. She waits for me, my lover Colin. She waits for me.
Oh, you know what? That's another great track. I've just listened to that little ending there with the guitar work at the end. Brilliant. Well, brilliant, actually. The whole band are brilliant. And they all do their own individual things, as we discussed. So that's the 4 tracks from the brand new EP, the Scattered Notes, Barcelona Blues. Do you have a particular favourite out of the 4?
No, I don't really have a particular favourite of any of the songs. Like, I just, they're just, once they're done, I like them all.
Yeah.
I don't have a particular favourite. I maybe have favourites that I sing, and I don't know. No, I like them all.
But see,
and it's difficult to judge because being involved in writing them and producing them.
Yeah, it's difficult to know what the people think.
Yeah.
Because, as I say, that my favourite is definitely the ballad Broken by Love.
That's good. In fact, my friend Alan Reid from work, who I sent him a copy of the CD, who's a big music fan that comes to hear us, and he picked that one as well. So that's good. That's what I want. I want people to listen to the
and let you know what they
know. Yeah, because everybody, you hear it, you hear the drums on that, the guitar on it, the vocals, Caitlin singing, Stuart learning to play the upright bass. All the guys and girls, they've excelled, on these recordings, and Colin Finlay as well. So everybody's done their best. Okay. So if people would just listen to it and give us feedback, it'd be much appreciated.
What we are going to do, we're going to come up to the ads and sponsors, and then we're going to go and do a couple of tracks from your back catalogue, as we say. And but see, when you do these, because if we go back to when was your first one? Because I've not got it on here.
Those Precious Things.
Yeah, that's a great album as well.
Oh,
but
thanks.
That must be what, 12?
That's about 10 years ago.
10 years ago, is it?
So,
and see when you do something 10 years ago, and you play it live or you listen to it, is there things in there that you would think, I wish I'd done this or done that? You would change.
There's one or two songs on it that I think we were just learning at the time to do the recording. Not, just we weren't really prepared enough. Although it's great, but the one or two songs could have been better. But then there's one or two songs that are absolutely brilliant and that just worked.
They're outstanding. That is a great album.
But now we've learnt a lot, that we'll have to be more rehearsed and better prepared and have better demos before we go into the studio, because you're paying for studio time. So this goes out to any of the youngsters out there. Preparation is everything. So good demos, so everybody goes in, knows exactly what they've got to play, and they're confident with it. Because if you go into the studio and muck about, then you play nervous and you waste time and money.
Yeah, but Colin's a good guy. He'll
tell you.
Yeah.
He says, does anybody on this band know what they're actually got to play?
Yeah.
That's what he'll say.
He'll keep you right.
He'll keep you right, yeah. Colin's great.
We're talking about Colin Finlay, who recorded that down at the Lane Studios there in Preston Pans.
Another great Colin from Preston Pans.
Exactly, yeah. There's only 2 of us, to be fair. Right, what we'll do now, we'll do the ads and sponsors, and then, as I say, we're going to do a couple of tracks from Arthur's back catalogue. Yeah, this is Colin Torley. I'm here with my guest, Arthur Wilson, and just during those ads there, we were talking about your family, quite musical as well, aren't they?
Yeah, they're all musical. I was brought up in a, as we did in those days, round about the piano, all singing at parties, and like the Torley family. Yeah, we all sing. So
we couldn't play piano though. That's the only thing. Hessel played the drums, and that was about.
Hessel played the drums. Yeah. You played guitar. You're a good guitarist, Colin.
Yeah, a wee bit.
So we were like that. So my son Stuart, my sister Margot, has played in the Limelight Wedding Band with me, and she now has her own business. She does nurseries and care homes.
Butterfly music.
Yeah. And the last gig that we did was about 6-7 years ago, Margot and myself, in the Limelight Band. And we're actually playing the first time for 6 or 7 years. We're playing on Friday night together, actually, at a burn supper in the Preston Pans Labour Club for the
something to look forward to.
Yeah, so we're doing burn songs. She's, so we'll sing together and we'll do solo stuff. Each take a song. So I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, good. And Stuart, as you say, he plays the bass on this. Normally plays guitar, but he's been playing bass on this one, on the album or the CD. So what I'm going to do now, Arthur, I'm going to take you back. We've got about 14 minutes. I'm going to take you back to a couple of my favourite tracks from previous albums or
Yeah.
your back catalogue. This one I love. It's from 2017.
Yeah.
It's from your Scattered Notes and Rhymes album. Is this a solo album or was that the band? No, that was a solo album.
It's a solo album, although Margot, my sister, sings on it,
Yeah.
and there's also the lassie Adams, Josie Adams, sings one of the songs on it
Right.
as well. So, and also, of course, it's basically the Scattered Notes.
Yeah.
Because Duncan and Ross and that play on it as well, and Stuart.
They play on it. But you wrote this song.
I wrote the songs in this album, yeah.
yourself. And this one, I do like this one. This is called A Little Bit Crazy.
Thank you.
Just a little bit crazy, just a little bit mad, just a little bit different, maybe a little bit bad, just a little bit lazy when it comes to doing the line. Keep it the crazy, and you'll do just fine, but not too much. You've been there before, crying all night, walking the floor. Just a little bit crazy, just a little bit mad, just a little bit different, maybe a little bit bad. So I'll pretend I'm not listening when you ask me to stay. I'll smile and say sorry, it's better this way. For I know all about the crazy, falling into the blue. I've been to that place for falling for you. Just a little bit crazy, just a little bit mad, just a little bit different, maybe a little bit bad, but not too crazy. I'm running the score. No more bricks to the window, kicking down the door. Just a little bit crazy, just a little bit mad, just a little bit different, maybe a little bit bad. For I know all about the crazy, I'm falling into the blue. I've been to that place before falling for you.
Yeah, there we go. Another great track there from Arthur Wilson from, when was that? 2017.
Yeah.
And we were actually chatting about that, and we have to be careful what you say sometimes. But that is, I suppose you could look at that as being somebody you think, yeah, I know him. He's a nice guy, but it can be a little bit crazy or a little bit wild.
Yeah.
It's probably the thing.
Not
you
too
would
much,
say.
though.
Not too
Just
much.
a little bit crazy,
Just a
which is
little
enough.
bit.
Makes them interesting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but a nice guy, but keep away from him, sort of thing. Like,
exactly.
you know, and we all know somebody like that. I'm not saying anything further than that. So there we go. Yeah, I'm here with Arthur Wilson, and it is 10 minutes to 11. I'm going to try and get these two tracks in before we go to the news, and I'm going to do this one now. I love this. I love the video that goes with this as well.
Oh, yeah.
It's Meet Me by the Big Wheel.
Oh, good.
And this is from your These Precious Things 2012 album.
Yeah.
Now, tell me what it's about, but the lyrics are there. It's all there in the song.
I tried to. It's about a couple that meet every year at the big wheel, and they go round, and it's got that going round on the big wheel for year to year, and just about, you know, and it tries to paint a picture of Edinburgh at that time of year, which is lovely. Going through the gardens along the grass market, all the lights, and running for the last bus. And I tried to do the music so that the music goes round, so it rises up and reaches a peak, and then turns round and comes back down. Aww. So I was well pleased with this. It was actually placed in the National Burns Song Competition. It got into the top 10, so
Right.
I never
Very
won
good.
it, but it got there.
Yeah, well, been there. You've got to be there, got to be in it to win it. So there we go. This is Meet Me by the Big Wheel. This is Arthur Wilson.
to the sky, another turn, another year, as time races by. Meet me by the big wheel one more time. Then we'll walk through the gardens in the snow and drink by the fire in our favorite bar till closing time, and then we'll go to watch the jugglers play with fire as music fills the air. The world has come to join us to celebrate another year. The snow may fall, the wind may blow, but we'll stay safe and warm in each other's arms with the city's charms. Our love will go on and on. Still my star. No matter how many times I've said it before, if we run, we can still make it. Let the New Year bells chime, and we'll go around on the big wheel one more time. Meet me by the big wheel one more time. We'll go round on the big wheel one more time.
Yeah, what a brilliant track that is. That's Meet Me at the Big Wheel by Arthur Wilson, my guest this morning. And I'll tell you what, time's flown in, is it not?
It has,
We've
yeah.
got 6 minutes left, believe it or not. Who would
It's-
think you could just fill that hour like that?
It's easy just to chat to you, Colin. It's great. I've always been like that.
Yeah, don't say that because Fiona's listening. 'Cause
Aye.
she says we never talk anymore. So,
Aye.
right, what I'd like you to do now is that you've got your brand new 4-track EP out at the moment.
Yeah.
Where can people listen to, or where can people get hold of this?
Okay, if you go to either my website, which is arthurwilsonmusic.com, or to thescatterednotes.com, or to Facebook, The Scattered Notes, or
Yeah,
Facebook
or
Arthur
Arthur
Wilson
Wilson.
Songs. You can get me
Yeah.
through that, through social media. Or if you go into Spotify and just type The Scattered Notes or Arthur Wilson, Apple Music, Amazon Music. So I've got quite a high internet presence, I think. Like.
Yeah, you have, and as I say, as soon as you put Arthur Wilson in, it's going to come up. It's going to come up.
Or it's
And
a guy for Dad's Army.
Yeah, who I think's dead now anyway. So we'll not include him. But you've got we've only played a few songs from your huge catalogue of songs. You've got a huge catalogue.
Oh, thank you.
Haven't you?
Thanks.
You have though. You know that, and
Yeah.
I don't know how many albums that is. Is that 5 or 6, and then a few EPs and all that. thrown
I've
in
got
as
older
well.
stuff as well that I'm going to try and resurrect and get remastered and put up there. Older recordings that I did with my sister Margot.
Right, well, what can I say? That's the end of the show,
Thank you.
and we're going to do one more track before you do leave. But I'd like to thank my guest Arthur Wilson for coming in today and spending a bit of time.
Thanks very much.
So I've enjoyed it. I hope you have as
I
well.
hope the people out there, the listeners, have enjoyed it, and get in touch. Just drop me an email, go into Facebook, drop me a note, and if anybody wants a copy of the CD, I'll stick it in the post. I've got a few promotional copies to go, so I can send it out to you.
Yeah, some great music there.
Thanks.
And but thanks very much for listening. I'm back again on Wednesday between 6 and 8 p.m, so do tune in then. And then I'm back here next Saturday from 8 till 11. Before we do go, and good luck to Musselburgh today in the Scottish Cup through at Hamilton. Looking forward to that. A little away day through at Hamilton. Can't be bad. Anyway, I'm going to take you out with Arthur. And this is with the Scattered Notes again. This is from 2021. And this is a great track. This is Caitlin singing this one as well. And this is Take a Walk With Me.
Yes, that's the one.
Okay, thank you very much, Arthur.
Thank you, Colin.
I hear you calling as I close my eyes to sleep and dream, you here by my side, and we'll dive down into the deep blue sea. And when the morning comes, take a walk with me. Lost like a pilgrim in some barren land, when hope runs out with the falling sand, I reach out for you as you reach for me. And when we touch, then take a walk with me. Take a walk with me through the darkest night. You no more shadow, we are in the light. Take a walk with me on a path together forever. Take a walk with me, and to see a rainbow where I see rain. You are the smile that overcomes the pain. How can I thank you? I simply let it be. And when the sun shines, take a walk with me. Take a walk with me through the darkest night. Few no more shadows, we are in the light. Take a walk with me on a path together forever. Take a walk with me. And you are that moment, and I am now. You say farewell, but I don't know how. You are that smile in all my memories. And when I dream, you take a walk